We're following up on a Blue Mountain shooting that killed a 19-year-old while the sheriff says it was an accident but will still file charges.
Plus, we're learning new details in the trial of Kari Sanford. We break down what happened in court as his girlfriend, the victim's daughter, takes the stand.
And as a national baby formula shortage continues, a Wisconsin mother is doing what she can to help. You're watching News 3 now at 5.
A shooting this weekend in Blue Mounds that claimed the life of a 19-year-old man was called an accident today by the Dane County Sheriff.
Sheriff Calvin Barrett says the suspected shooter is being held on tentative charges. Will Keneally has more on the specifics of this case. Will?
That's right. So the suspected shooter and victim were friends, according to Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett. He said today that it was an accident that left 19-year-old Marshal Iverson, who goes by Levi, dead in Sunday's shooting. Barrett said that the suspect, 20-year-old Isaiah Miller, admitted to the shooting and is expected to be charged with intoxicated use of a firearm and homicide by negligent handling of a dangerous weapon. The sheriff said that 6 people were in the house at the time, all cooperating now with officials. But he didn't say exactly what caused the gun to go off.
Yeah, there were different things that were going on at the time. Though they were present, many of them did not specifically observe the incident as it took place. It's a right.
Barrett said that the gun was legally purchased, but that Miller was not the owner. We are expecting criminal complaint this afternoon, but we have not seen one filed yet. We also heard from the Blue Mounds police chief today, who said that he had responded to that house before, but that no firearms were involved. We'll hear more from him up next at 6.
All right, Will, thank you. Cool and rainy one out there for parts of the day. Let's get your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton out on the weather patio. Dana?
No umbrella right now, though. Nice to have a dry evening for us. In fact, a little bit of sunshine trying to come through after what was a pretty cloudy start to the day. A live look over Madison. You can see more clouds than sun still, but some pockets for us this evening. It's a little cool for us. Temperatures close to 60. Afternoon highs barely getting to the low 60s with a light breeze generally in the single digits. 61 for Janesville and Mineral Point. 59 right now in the Dells. Our relative humidity still high as we still have that cloud coverage and a bit of moisture passing through for us this morning, leaving things a little damp outside. Now, our Doppler track will stay quiet overnight. As we look ahead to tomorrow, some of those storms to the north towards the Twin Cities will sweep down south. We could see a few showers north of Madison tomorrow. But the focus really as we look ahead to your Thursday will be the warming trend expected. Much warmer than we were today. A big jump back up to the 80s expected for us on Thursday before a huge pullback for us this weekend. We'll take a look at the rain that may be tagging along with that warm up in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. The daughter of a couple murdered 2 years ago at the UW Arboretum took the stand today to testify against the man accused of killing them.
She was Kari Sanford's girlfriend at the time, and the state granted her immunity before compelling her to testify. Our Naomi Coles was there all day and joins us from the courthouse. Naomi?
The daughter's testimony lasted most of the afternoon, and prosecutors spent a lot of time asking her about the relationship between Sanford and her parents. Now, that gives us more details about what prosecutors alleged yesterday, that he, quote, hated her parents. Now, she said that Sanford told her, quote, he felt like a slave when her parents would set house rules or make suggestions for what he should do. Sanford moved in with her family just before the pandemic because he was homeless and the daughter was stressed trying to help him. At one point, her voice cracked as she read text messages between the two of them from late fall in 2019. She said her parents had a, quote, white savior complex, and he responded that they were, quote, gonna die. She testified today. She didn't take it literally at the time because she said he often talked that way about people when he got mad at them. Prosecutors also spent time talking about the night of the murders. The daughter maintains Sanford never told her where he went or what he did on the night that her parents were murdered. That night, he asked for the keys to the white van she was borrowing from her parents and left. She started texting him later that night when he didn't come back, and she was angry with him when he returned and didn't explain where he was. Now, she says she has not seen or spoken to him since the day after the murders when she left with a neighbor after hearing police were at her parents' home. Now, in all, her testimony took almost 3 hours. There's lots more detail online. That's at channel3000.com. Stick with us tomorrow as we continue our coverage of this trial.
Naomi Coles reporting live. Naomi, thank you. A plea hearing has been scheduled for a teen charged in connection with a fatal shooting that killed 11-year-old Anisa Scott in 2020. 18-year-old Andre Brown is charged with first-degree intentional homicide as party to a crime and attempted first-degree intentional homicide. Court officials entered a not guilty plea on Brown's behalf during the teen's arraignment in October of 2020. Brown will be in court Friday for the plea hearing. Two other men are also charged in connection with Scott's death.
The state fire marshal's office is investigating a Fitchburg apartment fire after fire crews noticed the building did not have an automatic sprinkler system in place. Units were called to the building on Red Arrow Trail just before midnight. Crews quickly put out the fire on the second floor, but the Red Cross is now helping several residents who were displaced due to smoke and fire damage. One person was hospitalized for smoke inhalation. It's unclear what caused that fire.
Outgoing UW-Madison Chancellor Rebecca Blank has COVID-19. Blank released a statement this morning saying, "My positive test result is a reminder that the virus remains with us." She also said her symptoms are mild and she will continue to isolate and work from home. Blank also said she is thankful she is fully vaccinated and boosted and is following CDC guidelines.
Disturbing new details coming out today about the accused gunman of the Buffalo supermarket shooting. Investigators say the 18-year-old posted his plans online just 30 minutes before the incident. Chris Wynn has the latest.
In Buffalo, New York, anger and despair as a community continues to grieve.
When truly we feel ripped apart.
New details about Peyton Gendron, the 18-year-old white man accused of killing 10 people and wounding 3 at a top supermarket in a mostly black neighborhood on Saturday. The communication service Discord says the suspect created a private chat log on their site to discuss his plans and invited people to view it 30 minutes before the attack.
If people had knowledge of his plan, they should be held to account.
The posts were later found on the 4chan online forum in which the alleged gunman wrote that he visited the store 3 times on the same day in March to survey its layout.
We oftentimes call these shooters lone wolves, but in fact they're part of an extremist network that meets and connects and inspires each other to action online.
According to his posts, Gendron chose a grocery store over a church or school because he knew it would be busy at peak times. The posts also indicate the suspect chose the zip code because it had the highest percentage of black people relatively near his home. Gendron was held for a psychiatric evaluation last June after making a shooting threat at his school, but New York State Police did not seek a red flag order of protection against him.
It seems that there were layers that missed these cues, that this individual was radicalized.
I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
Now, so far, the suspect has only been charged with first-degree murder and has pleaded not guilty. He's expected back in court tomorrow for a pretrial hearing.
The nationwide baby formula shortage has led to at least 2 children needing to be hospitalized as a result of intestinal issues. The Tennessee children are currently being supported by IV fluids and nutrition, but doctors say it is not an ideal situation. While the FDA has reached an agreement with the formula company Abbott to reopen its plant, it could take 2 months for supplies to hit store shelves. Lawmakers are launching an investigation into how the FDA has handled its oversight responsibilities, including the Abbott plant that was closed due to bacterial contamination. Mothers across the country, including one right here in Wisconsin, are doing what they can to help other mothers in need amid the formula shortage. Chelsea Broderick of Northeast Wisconsin is considered an oversupplier of breast milk, and she has a freezer stocked. She says it's a lot more than her 5-month-old son Brody will ever need. So now Broderick is offering moms her extra breast milk for free. She says she couldn't imagine if she were dealing with the formula shortage that millions of others are facing right now.
You know, it's just really scary to be a mom and not know where your food is going to come from for your child.
Broderick says she hopes she can reach more moms through Facebook, and she already has seen a positive response.
The American flag was hoisted to mark the reopening of the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine's capital of Kiev today. It's been nearly 3 months since Russia invaded Ukraine, a move that prompted Finland and Sweden to formally submit applications to join NATO this week. President Biden will host leaders from the 2 nations at the White House tomorrow. In a statement, he declared his support and vowed to work with Congress and allies to quickly get their applications approved. Also tomorrow, the U.S. Senate will vote on a nearly $40 billion Ukraine aid package that has been stalled by Republican Senator Rand Paul.
For Senator Paul to delay Ukraine funding for purely political motives is to only strengthen Putin's hand.
The outcome of Ukraine's fight to preserve its sovereignty will have massive consequences for our own strategic interests.
Today, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee voted in favor of Bridget Brink's nomination to become U.S. ambassador to Ukraine. Black box data recovered from a China Eastern flight that crashed in March suggests someone in the cockpit intentionally downed the plane. That's according to a Wall Street Journal report citing a preliminary assessment by U.S. officials. But neither China nor the U.S. say they released any information on the investigation to any media outlets. All 132 passengers and crew died after the plane nosedived from 29,000 feet. Even before the Wall Street Journal story was published, there had been a lot of speculation on the Chinese internet about this crash being caused by pilot suicide.
Expect delays if you're traveling on University Avenue in Madison over the next month. Both east and westbound inside lanes will be closed until June 16th to allow room for construction. Crews will be installing cables and poles for temporary traffic signals at Shorewood Boulevard, Marshal Court, and University Bay Drive. They will also begin staging equipment and materials in preparation for the 96-inch storm sewer installation near University and Grand. The Madison Metropolitan School District is apologizing for incorrect salary information in the latest teachers' contracts. Madison Teachers, Inc. claims the contracts mistakenly listed lower salaries than what staff members are currently making. District leaders say the new contracts will be delivered by 8 o'clock tonight. They also apologized for any inconvenience and confusion that this has caused.
Cool temperatures continue into the evening. Dana tells us when the heat will return next at 5.
And the Biden administration invites pop star Selena Gomez and other youth leaders to the White House today for a special conversation about mental health. Their message after the break. Plus, parts of Wisconsin remain under a high fire danger tonight at 6. How students in northeast Wisconsin are learning to control and put out wildfires.
And another crushing day for the Dow, tumbling more than 1,164 points. The Nasdaq off more than 566. S&P loses 165, and we'll be right back.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
As of 2022, TSR Concrete Coatings has coated nearly 11 million square feet of concrete, and we've completed over 15,000 jobs. If we haven't met yet, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here we transform your old, cracked garage floor from this to this in just one day. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, apply our base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. And our floors are ridiculously easy to clean. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, and we have our own in-house team ready to answer any questions you may have before and after your install. To learn more or get your new floor, visit the website or call us at the number shown below today. One day floor.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
News 3 Now brings you continuing coverage in the trial of the man accused of killing a couple in the UW Arboretum. We'll tell you what happened on day 2, including what the daughter of the victims had to say in court. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Want an alert to come directly to your phone the next time your child's school is closed or delayed? Download the First Warn Weather app. Turn on the alerts so you're prepared when you need it.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. A plea deal has been reached for one of the former Minneapolis officers charged in the 2020 death of George Floyd. Thomas Lane pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter in court today. In return, a second-degree murder charge was dropped. Lane agreed to serve a 36-month prison term. He'll be sentenced in September. Meanwhile, 2 other officers involved, Tu Tao and Alexander King, are set to go to trial next month. Amazon is facing a discrimination complaint by the state of New York, alleging the company has to provide reasonable accommodations to its pregnant and disabled warehouse workers. One of the cases alleges a pregnant worker was forced to take unpaid leave after getting hurt on the job lifting heavy packages, even though the worker had an approved accommodation exempting her from heavy lifting. The complaint also asks Amazon to better train its employees on the human rights law or pay civil fines and penalties to the state. Amazon did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
The Biden administration and MTV Entertainment have teamed up for a White House conversation about youth mental health. A group of youth leaders were selected to take part, including actress Selena Gomez, who has been open about her battle with bipolar disorder. First Lady Jill Biden said the pandemic added fuel to this crisis among the nation's youth.
We're recovering every single day, but recovery isn't always the same as healing. And sometimes the darkness is inside of us too.
The latest data from the CDC shows more than a third of high school students reported experiencing poor mental health during the pandemic. 44% said they felt persistently sad or hopeless.
And meanwhile, treatment for mental health care is in huge demand, like never before, especially for things like anxiety and depression. But finding a therapist can be difficult. Danya Backus has more on how to start your search.
Reem Abukadr says she started seeing a counselor several years ago because she was struggling with depression and the symptoms were interfering with her life.
It's helped me a lot because as I've gone through different counselors, I've sort of, I would say, graduated to techniques that apply more to my life.
But finding a counselor can be challenging and overwhelming. Dr. Rachel Jacoby with Palo Alto University says a first step is to check online directories like Psychology Today, ShrinkSpace, and the National Board of Certified Counselors.
You could also contact your insurance company and see who's paneled with them, and that would help with payment options and payment accessibility.
Patients should also understand the difference between therapy providers, such as a licensed clinical social worker, licensed professional counselor, doctor of psychology, and others.
And there are psychiatrists who prescribe medications and then also may offer more interpersonal sessions as well.
And if you don't find the right fit in a counselor, keep looking. Once you start counseling, Dr. Jacoby says set clear goals. For example, if you're dealing with anxiety.
Your counselor will be able to help you identify goals within navigating your anxiety. And then not only that, they will be able to support you along the way as you work to reach your goal.
Now I'm more trying to focus on enhanced self-regulation techniques that take into account the nervous system and just mindfulness. That's helping me now because I think it's a life skill.
Reem is now pursuing a doctorate in health education, focusing on mental health so she can help others. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
It's important, of course, to ask about cost of care before starting treatment. Some health insurance plans do cover a portion of the cost, but ask if your insurance will cover the provider who you pick.
Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Cloudy sky today or earlier and a little rainy outside, but now that rain moving away for us. In fact, as we look over the last 3 hours, you can see we've been quiet in southern Wisconsin, those showers trending down into northern Illinois and parts of Indiana. To the north, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch north of the Twin Cities, and that line of storms will sink further south, possibly bringing a small chance north of Dane County to see a shower overnight. You can see that cloud coverage also pulling pulling away with the rain, and that's part of the reason we're getting a little bit of sunshine just in time for sunset. As we look ahead to tomorrow, we get a quick jump up to 80 degrees, about a 20-degree warm up from where we are at right now. Our shower and storm chances for overnight and for tomorrow, mainly north of Madison. A better opportunity to see steady rainfall throughout the area overnight Thursday into Friday morning. Once we get through that rain chance Friday morning, the weekend gets a little cooler outside. We'll pull back on our temperatures for Saturday and Sunday back below average. So that quick jump up really is just a quick jump up to the 80s. Overnight, partly cloudy skies. Again, north of Dane County, there's that line that right now is just north of the Twin Cities. That will swing through, possibly bringing a few isolated showers north of us overnight. For Thursday, temperatures will be in the mid to low 50s early in the day, with afternoon high temperatures climbing up close to 80. In the afternoon, we have a chance for showers and storms well north of Dane County. The better chance for rain really builds in overnight for us heading into Friday morning. Some of those showers could be a little steady at times. Wouldn't be surprised if we hear a few rumbles of thunder for us early in the day on Friday. Scattered showers expected for Friday morning. That clears off to the east, and by Friday afternoon, we'll likely be in a drier spot. Temperatures pulling back just a bit more on Friday before that cool down really settles in as we head into the weekend. That heavier rainfall passing through could add on accumulation totals anywhere really from the 2 to 5 inch range for the northwest portion of our area, but closer to La Crosse, some of those steady showers by the end of Friday could bring upwards of 3 inches of accumulation over the next 48 hours. So it's some steady rain for some folks, but the southeast portion of the state not expecting a lot of rain overnight and for Friday morning. High temperatures tomorrow will be close to 80. It's going to be breezy outside and certainly warmer. That chance for rain expected north of Dane County. Friday, we pull back just a bit in the mid to low 70s for afternoon highs. Windy outside with scattered showers and thunderstorms expected for us on Friday. The weekend does get cooler. We'll have some rain chances on Saturday with highs near 60 for Saturday and Sunday. Overnight low temperatures will be in the 40s. As we look ahead to next week, notice those highs stay in the 60s for us for the start of the work week. This time of year, average high temperatures will be close to 70, so we're trending below average for the start of the work week, and then we steadily warm up heading into the back half of the work week and the following weekend. At that point, starting to look towards the end of May, wrapping up the month. Overall, traffic conditions right now look pretty steady for us throughout Dane County. No accidents popping up. Eastbound along the Beltline, we've got a lot of red in the usual areas, stretching from 151 through Fish Hatch, and then finally picking up a little bit more once we get by John Nolan. That's likely due to the construction in the area. Downtown Madison, a few brake lights, but no major delays. And Rock County looks pretty smooth for us for Janesville right now, and north and southbound along the interstate. As far as the Beltline to Janesville goes, takes you about 25 minutes, 16 minutes. So sitting in a normal spot from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about a 19-minute commute right now. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Getting your kids to eat healthy is every parent's goal, but doing it is another story. We'll have some tips from the experts next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Vitense Golfland offers an outdoor golf range practice and entertainment experience for all ages. Golf suites with 36 covered and heated tee areas are equipped with free top tracer. Grill and bar items are served directly to your golf suite. Enjoy sweet fun at Vitense Golfland.
3 days only. Shop the spring bonus sale at Grand Appliance for up to $1,000 in additional savings you won't find anywhere else. Save on all kitchen packages, like this 4-piece Frigidaire stainless steel package for just $19.98. Or this LG package with 29 cubic foot French door fridge and convection range with air fry for just $28.96. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha. The Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. Record high homicides in Milwaukee. From defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe. And he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Best things in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah! Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Impatience is a virtue. When you know what you want, waiting isn't an option.
New Balance Madison, we got now.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, healthy eating habits start at childhood, but getting your child to eat well-balanced meals is not always easy.
No, it never is. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has tips on how to raise healthy eaters without all the stress.
Fruits and veggies, an important part of a healthy diet, but sometimes getting your child to eat what they should is hard for parents to pull off.
There are some tactics that as caregivers we can implement at meal and snack time that can create a positive pressure-free meal time for kids.
Registered dietitian Catherine Sherry with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Strong for Life says the first step, letting your child have a role in meal and snack times. Let the child decide if they're hungry, what foods they want to eat from what's provided to them, and how much they'd like to eat. Sherry says that honors their hunger and fullness cues.
For the caregiver, their job is to provide what food should be offered, where the food should be offered, and when that food is going to be offered. And everything else is up to that child.
Model healthy eating habits at home. Eat the same foods with no distractions like from screens or toys. Sherry says sharing with family at mealtime makes kids more likely to build a healthy relationship with food.
Talking with that child about age-appropriate conversations and keeping it light, making sure that we're not having difficult conversations at meal times because we want to build a positive relationship around food.
Finally, healthy eating also includes what your child drinks. Sherry says offering water, plain milk, or a milk alternative is a good choice. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And the dietitian says caregivers should also watch the way they talk about food in front of children. She says you may be surprised what kids pick up on that sticks with them as they get older. Stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different.
We really loved their educational approach.
Call 844-600-NEXT. 50% off your installation.
Year 4 begins. It's a time of change and a chance for glory as Harry is tested to his limits in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire in concert. Be enchanted as a live symphony orchestra performs Patrick Doyle's unforgettable score with the full movie on the big screen. Don't miss this magical live concert event, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire in concert.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
Nicorette knows quitting smoking is freaking hard. You get advice like, just stop. Go for a run. Go for 10 runs. Run a marathon. Instead, start small with Nicorette, which can lead to something big. Start stopping with Nicorette.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Update your floors with 11% off everything at Menards. Enhancing the beauty of your home is easy with our great selection of Mohawk flooring. Carpet adds a soft and luxurious feel to your living space. Plus, get free carpet pad after rebate. Laminate flooring is durable and easy to install, making it the perfect choice for active lifestyles. All Mohawk flooring is 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Create your perfect room for relaxing, entertaining, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Dana's back. One final check of the forecast.
It's going to be a little warmer tomorrow, but
Good.
It's also going to come along with some rain chances, guys. We'll have showers and thunderstorms mainly north of Dane County tomorrow. Windy outside in the afternoon with a better chance for scattered showers and storms Thursday night into Friday. Friday also windy outside with that storm chance. Mainly in the morning. Could see a few lingering showers into the early afternoon. This weekend, temps pull back quite a bit. Saturday will be close to 60 for afternoon highs with some scattered showers. Sunday, dry and sunny with highs near 60. As we look ahead to the middle of next week, we have some more rain chances, and the cooler trend really sticks with us until we start to get towards next weekend.
All right, Dana, thank you. CBS Evening News is next, and then we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.